All right, ag mechanics, for those of you not in class today, what we did is we talked about some basic welding principles. Also gave everybody the opportunity to make sure they can turn in their wiring, virtual wiring diagrams. You can turn those back in for some credit. They've all been returned to you as well. So we spent a little bit of time talking about this. So just real quick, an arc welder, obviously a welder is going to join two pieces together by melting in a controlled manner. So we have small welding, which is called shielded metallic arc welding. All right, it's also called stick welding. You have two kinds of small welders. You have an AC welder and a DC welder. AC welders are very, very cheap. You can buy one for about $300. If you're welding once every blue moon, these are a pretty good machine. DC welders are typically generator welders. You can buy a welder that will output in DC. We have three of them in the shop. They have this big thing in them called a rectifier that changes the electrons of your electricity. So DC welders are going to give you a little bit more ability to weld in different positions and current and thickness, and just gives you a little bit cleaner weld as well. And you can buy an AC DC welder. They're not too common. All right, so this is what it looks like when you're actually welding. That flux kind of burns off and sticks right on the top of your weld, and that's called slag. So the whole purpose of that flux is to protect your weld. We have TIG welding, which is called tungsten inert gas. We use 100% argon. The cool thing about TIG welding is that there is absolutely no slag whatsoever. Now, stainless steel can be used as well. Stainless steel is, you have to use that for TIG because it's a gas welder, so it's not going to put any kind of additional impurities in there. Any kind of impurities in stainless steel or aluminum, and it'll rust. That's why we use TIG. There you go. You can see what that looks like. MIG welders is also called a wire welder. The biggest thing to remember about a MIG welder is that you can put it on a robotic arm and use it for automatic welders in industry. Slag, you will not get slag with MIG or with TIG welding. Slag occurs with arc welding. If you have a really good weld, you can bust that off in one click. So just some different kinds of clothing that you need. Biggest thing is chipping hammer is going to remove slag, and then your helmet's got to be a number 10 lens or higher. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see y'all in class tomorrow.